Facilities is also, an important one. We have a couple temporary buildings this year because of a growth of kindergarten classes, and so we do need to address our facilities to have more flexible space to be able to accommodate the kids wherever they might be. We really don't know from year to year what's going to be our population until the students arrive at Iowa State and we start to see that. We don't have a small town where very few people move in and out and can really predict that. So we have to build our facilities such that there's flexibility, expandability, and we can get the kids around those facilities to attend that facility. I really do believe that the 5 elementary school plan is best, because I believe the administration and they're saying that the costs are such that it would be detrimental to programs and other academic support initiatives we may want to face if we were to open a 6th building. There are some costs. Our principals are academic leaders of our building, so you have to have a principal and a support staff and custodian and a media, and there are other requirements that add up to the cost of opening a building. And those costs then continue from that point on. We've tried in this community to share principals. That was before we had them as the academic leader. Mm-hmm. Again, that's what's important, is moving our teachers along, giving them the professional development they need, because we have areas of need, but we also have individual kids that we need to look at, and the teachers come together. They need to identify them. They need to get them the remedial assistance they might need in academics, the repetition, whatever it might be. And so, it's important for that principal to be there. But back to the issue in facilities, I just think that we can, with the property sizes that we have on our existing the facilities that Director Talbot and I put forward, we can build that flexibility. We can add on to in the future. We can do what we need to do and maintain that environment. It certainly provides a better opportunity for our specials teachers who, mm-hmm. music, art, and PE, who now have to move building to building. If we have a 4-unit school, they can stay in that building and serve all of those kids. The teachers, there's now 4 grade teachers together collaborating mm-hmm. on kids and talking about methods, and all kinds of good things can happen that way. We hired a structure as a consultant to come in and give us what I consider to be an unbiased, informed view, and they have a process which mm-hmm. they follow. They go through, they have meetings with 40-some groups in the community. They talk about what the school should be. They review the facilities. They look at the projection for the number of kids, which is relatively flat for Ames mm-hmm.
over
the next several years. And then they make a recommendation, and their first recommendation to the board was for 5 schools. And so at that point, they also believed that that was probably the best, after we'd gone through and cut $5 million over the last 2 years out of our general fund budget, that there are probably things that were cut that are going to need to come back, and we're starting to see the need to bring some back to help in certain areas if we can get the funding from the state in the future.